Ever dreamed of having a pet raven perched on your shoulder, like your own real-life poem? Or maybe a clever crow to share your secrets with? Well, hold up, because while ravens and crows are some of the most amazing animals on Earth, they make terrible pets, but unbelievably cool backyard buddies. First, let's talk about what makes these birds so mind-blowing. Crows and ravens are not your average birds, they're feathered masterminds with the brains of a 7-year-old kid. They use tools, solve puzzles, plan for the future, and remember faces for years. Some researchers even compare their problem-solving skills to those of great apes. In the wild, they've been caught dropping nuts on busy roads so cars crack them open, or using sticks. And even their own feathers to fish bugs out of tight spots. They also hold funerals, yes, funerals, gathering around their dead and studying what happened, so they can avoid danger next time. They're basically tiny black feathered detectives. So, what's the problem with keeping one as a pet? For starters, it's illegal in many places, including the US, to keep a native crow or raven without a special wildlife permit. They're protected under the Migratory Bird Treaty Act. But even if you could, you probably shouldn't. These birds aren't made for life in a cage. They're wild geniuses who need huge spaces, a social flock, and endless mental challenges. Imagine trying to keep Einstein locked in your living room with nothing to do, he'd go bonkers. And so would they. Many captive corvids develop stress behaviors and can become aggressive or depressed when their minds aren't stimulated. But here's where it gets amazing, you can have crows or ravens as wild friends. And once you earn their trust, they might become the coolest neighbors you've ever had. So, how does that work? Start with food. For crows, unsalted peanuts in the shell are like gold coins. Place them in the same spot at the same time every day. Be patient. They'll notice you way before you notice them. Once they learn you're the peanut person, they'll start recognizing your face, your voice, even your car. Over time, they'll remember you, sometimes for life. But it doesn't stop there. Some crows get so attached, they'll protect you. There are real stories of wild crows dive bombing mail carriers or neighbors they think are a threat to their favorite human. It's like having a tiny feathered bodyguard squad watching your back from the trees. And the gifts? Oh yes, they'll bring you shiny gifts, beads, buttons, bottle caps, pieces of foil. In one famous story, a little girl in Seattle built such a bond with her backyard crows that they brought her dozens of tiny treasures, including a small metal heart that said, "Best of" on it. Imagine your pet cat doing that. Ravens, the larger cousins of crows, are just as clever. In the wild, they play games with each other, slide down snowy rooftops for fun, and can even imitate human voices. Some people have forged wild friendships with ravens that visit them every day, but the same rule applies, you can't tame them like a dog or a cat. You can only invite them to trust you. So instead of dreaming about owning one of these genius birds, try befriending them the right way. Offer food, respect their space, never chase or try to touch them. And keep your eyes open for their little gifts. If you're patient, you might earn a place on their VIP list. You'll have a feathered neighbor who watches your back, cleans up leftover snacks, and maybe, just maybe, leaves a shiny surprise for you in the yard. So the next time you see that dark silhouette on a fence or streetlight, remember, they're watching you too. Be kind, share a peanut or two, and who knows, you might find your very own backyard raven or crow, loyal for life. Would you befriend a crow? Drop your best crow story in the comments. And if you want more weird animal friendships, don't forget to like, subscribe. And stick around, there's a whole world of secret wild neighbors waiting to be discovered.